Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gabriel, and today we're doing another Divine Masculine Energy reading for this week. This is a timeless reading, even though it's coming out this week. If this message has found you, there is something in it for you. This can be helpful for if you are the Divine Masculine, or if you're a Divine Feminine and you just want some insight onto what's going on with the Divine Masculine energy. So I've already pre-shuffled the cards, and we can just go ahead and get started. We are going to be pulling from the Gods and Titans deck by Stacey DeMarco and Jenny Mandan. And I feel like this is a pretty masculine deck, and we're going to see what's in store. So the first card that came out for this week is support. And to be honest, I'm not super familiar with all of the gods and titans that are actually depicted in this. If you are, you may find some more meaning specific for you. But the card is saying support, and what I'm feeling from this is that the Divine Masculine is being encouraged to lean on his support and call in his support in this time this week. It may be that the Divine Masculines are going through a lot of heaviness, a lot of healing. I know in my own journey, I do feel like a big energy moving through my union, especially through myself. There's a lot of deeper blocks coming up this week. And so it may be the case for you, Divine Masculine, or for the feminines watching, your Divine Masculine may be moving through some heavier stuff this week. And don't be ashamed at calling in your support. I think a lot of men, especially cisgendered men that are kind of raised to kind of like do it themselves, or, they have to be, independent, and they can't lean on people for emotional support or anything like that. But it's actually a strength to call in your support when you should need it, rather than try to do something by yourself. If you're struggling, like there's no honor, there's no brownie points, there's no extra struggle bus points that you're going to get for struggling through your upsets or struggling through the feelings that you're encountering. It's safe to call in your support and really lean on them, whether it be an ascension coach, or whether it be your twin flame, or whether it be a family support system. If you need support, it's okay to call that in, and allow people to support and love you as you're supporting and loving yourself. Next card is Hades, death. What I really feel like is this is like an ego death. That may be why you need all the support. Jeff and Shalia often describe, going through ego death, and it's kind of like going through your cave of fear, right? And it can feel like a lot. And I've been through several of these. It's kind of like that dark night of the soul, right? You'll go through these periods where it feels like either everything's falling apart, or you're just going through like a big block or big energy that's like, oh, I don't know when I'm going to get to the other side of this. But rest assured that like oftentimes when you are feeling it the heaviest, when there's like all of this stuff and you just feel like, it's relentless. I need support. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it through this. A lot of times, if you're actively on this journey and you're doing this, that's not an indication that you're doing it wrong. That's an indication that you are, going through ego death. You're going through the dark night of the soul. And on the other side of that, you're going through your cave of fear. And the other side of that is actually the love that you're desiring, the peace that you're desiring, and the next vortex, or the next whatever it is. Oftentimes, if you're coming into union, you do go through a dark night of the soul, or you go through this like cave of fear, because you have to face your darkest fear in order to be with your twin flame. You have to face your darkest fear in order to have harmonious union. Because that's usually like your biggest block, your core block to union, and it can feel like a really heavy thing. But once you've let it go, you can easily step into that next phase of your journey, whether that be in union or just to the next phase and the next healing cycle. Ooh, yeah, this is a super overly sexy card, so I apologize for that, but maybe somebody will like it. Dionysus, Ecstasy, and this is not leaking your sexual energy. This card is very like leaky in terms of leaking your sexual energy. I don't recommend that. Don't go out uh, trying to sow your wild oats or anything like that. But what I feel like this means is like, you're going through that cave of fear. You're calling in your support, you're going through that ego death, and on the other side is that like that peace and love that you're actually calling in and you're actually wanting. I know in previous divine masculine readings that we've done over the past couple of weeks, there was this kind of like coming into union energy, and then it was kind of like stay focused divine masculine. And I think that's kind of like as you're going through this journey, you often have like glimpses of where you're going. Like you might get like a text message from your twin flame, or you might get a little like wink from the universe. You might have a good twin flame dream. It might be like, ooh, this is a really great dream. I finally saw my twin flame and it felt really good. And you get kind of glimpses of where you're going, and then you don't want to get distracted by that. Don't want to say like, oh, that's enough, that's all I wanted. Like, no, like you stay focused and keep going through your healing, keep going, and then you can break through to this like what you actually want, this like ecstasy of actually having the thing rather than just like the hint of the thing. It's not so much it's kind of a test of, are you gonna lose your focus, but it's also kind of giving you a glimpse of like, you're going in the right direction, like just keep going, this is what you're gonna have. So don't give up on this. Like you're doing it, divine masculine. Like this is looking really good so far. You're almost there to that next step. Here it is again. This is again, don't get distracted. Balance, Vishnu. Balance your life, balance your healing and your rest and your play, and continue on your healing cycles. Find that balance in your life. Don't just see this message and say, oh, like charge forward and all you need to do is just heal for the next X amount of hours or days, and then you'll just burst through. It's not it. You don't want to you don't want to burn yourself out just trying to move through the upset. You want to still maintain that balance in your life. You want to balance your work, your life purpose work. You want to balance doing your inner work and making time for play and rest and self-care. You still want to keep chopping wood, carrying water, just as you're doing right now. Just continue doing that. Even though you see that there might be a light at the end of the tunnel, even though you see that you're moving through this big heavy block and you know what's on the other side is love that you desire, don't unbalance yourself and throw yourself off that path. Don't lose focus on doing the things that you need to do to get there. You just have to keep going in order to have that. All right, the bottom of the deck is obstacles, Ganesh. And again, like this is the divine masculine in this energy this week is really overcoming some obstacles in their union and on their journey. And this doesn't necessarily mean that you're coming like directly into union right this second. Don't immediately think that it could be. It absolutely could be. But you're going through your obstacles. You're moving through whatever it is that's blocking you from your union. And you may have another block after this, or you may just be right there at your union. But either way, this is a really great step for the divine masculines, that they are headed towards their union. They are moving through these bigger blocks towards their union. And as long as you keep going and you stay on the path and you continue healing, stay balanced, you will come to that other side, and it's inevitable that you'll end up with your twin flame, regardless of what the outcome of this overcoming this obstacle is or not. This is a really great reading, divine masculine. We've had a couple of good readings as I've started doing these, and I just want to encourage you to keep going, especially if you're actively on this healing journey. And if you're not on this healing journey, maybe this is your sign to start taking that journey, that maybe that is your next step. Maybe that is overcoming your obstacle, so that you can actually be in union with your twin flame. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like your own personalized reading, I do offer those on sacredtwinflameunion.com. If you'd like support in your healing journey beyond just a card reading and you would like one-on-one personalized support, or if you would like to join a group coaching class where you can have some personalized healing but also learn from others, you can find my services at sacredtwinflameunion.com, and I will see you all in the next video.